Yo, what's good, y'all, man? We got Daredevil Born Again teaser trailer, first look footage breakdown. Feel me, man? But yeah, this is Daredevil teaser trailer, you know, breakdown footage. Cause you know what I'm saying, you can't see the footage. Well, you probably can though. You know, a lot of people have seen the footage mixed with their videos. You know what I'm saying? I saw the footage. You feel me? And it's good though. It's good footage. Now, if you get the HD version, I'm gonna watch it with y'all though. You know what I mean? Cause I still want the HD version though. But yeah. Let's see the breakdown.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, as I'm sure many of you saw, and on Friday night, most of the trailers that were shown at D23, or rather all of them, were leaked out on social media. Usually, Marvel Studios is really good about policing people with their phones, but they were not prepared for the stadium they were in on Friday night, and thusly, a ton of people took footage, put it on the internet, and while I was able to dodge any copyright strikes, some of my friends were not so lucky. So I've spent the last day or two trying to figure out the legality of what's going on with those. Pretty much if you stay away from footage, you should be fine, and so we're only going to include a couple of shots and frames. But at this point, we have the transcript, we have seen the full Daredevil trailer, and there are
Don's ain't blame. I was like, I bet upload. I dare you to upload it. I dare you to upload it. Strike. Block.
of Easter eggs.
Cause once they take it off, that's a strike. Or unless you got the first one, then they give you a warning type shit. Then the next one, bless me. Then they strike. You know.
For the upcoming season, we're gonna break them all down during this video. Talk about the things you missed and what generally is going on during the Daredevil Born Again trailer. We're breaking it all down. Quick reminder: hit the subscribe button and leave a comment down below. We do daily Marvel content at the channel. That's all we do. We're also still doing our PS5 giveaway. So all you gotta do, be a sub, leave a comment if you want. Stick around at the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so the trailer opens up set in the subway where we see some fast shots of Daredevil and some birds, obviously setting up the city and a drop of blood for violence. The trailer is framed over a series of two conversations. The first one is between Matt Murdock and his client, Hector Ayala. We know that because he's sitting in prison and talking to him through a prison phone and behind the glass. And from other shots during the trailer, we also know that he's playing the character White Tiger because we see him without his mask and then later suited up in a full costume. Now, the dialogue goes like this. He tells Daredevil that people are disappearing and no one seems to care, that putting on the suit, it's more than just that. It's actually the calling. People need a hero. He's basically setting up the villain of the series underneath Kingpin, which is going to be Muse. That's why people are disappearing, and he's establishing himself, at least through his own eyes, as a vigilante, but more importantly as a justice dealer, which is going to be at the heart of the series revolving around Matt Murdock and Daredevil. Around Kingpin, around, of course, Punisher as well, is where is that indelible line between where you are a hero, as he says everybody needs a hero, or going too far? Where is that line in the sand? What are you not willing to cross? And that dichotomy, of course, is at the heart of the character that is Daredevil with his faith, and it seems like, by all accounts in the footage they showed in this trailer, that they are keeping true to the Netflix show, and it is going to be just as violent as we would expect.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, they said it's gonna be rated R, or what you want to call it, a TV show. But yeah, it's gonna be, they going right. I never saw the Netflix show. I heard about it a couple times, a lot of times, but I just didn't. I think I saw one episode, I believe, but I ain't really. You feel me? But I'm definitely gonna see this one. You feel me? I'm definitely gonna see this show. But let me know y'all saw the Daredevil TV show. Let me know down below. But I'm definitely gonna watch, of course, this one right here coming up.
It's amazing because if you know anything about how the production on Daredevil originally went, and before the actor strike.
Yeah, I heard about that. They said I heard it wasn't this. It wasn't nothing like this like we see now. Like they said, it was he fight couple scenes and that was it. Something like that. Like
some episodes. Kevin Feige took one look at it and said, no, we've got to start.
Yeah, that's why I love Kevin Feige. See, that's why I said, if he wasn't controlling this show would be probably not what it looks like. But because of Kevin Feige, though, control everything, well, most everything that he could control, this show is what it is right now. No cap.
Again, they were willing to commit the money to rework it from the ground up and make it a full-on continuation of what we had already seen on Netflix. Then we get the Marvel television title card, and the conversation has changed. Now it's Matt Murdock talking, but he's sitting at a table in a diner in a restaurant. He's actually talking to Kingpin, because we see the continuation of this scene and conversation throughout the rest of the trailer. Now they piece together Matt's dialogue to say New York is the way it's always been, out for blood, the entire system against you. It's often David versus Goliath, and then we get a shot of the Punisher. Although he's not in costume, he's actually in full beard. It's John Bernthal holding a hatchet and accosting Daredevil in what looks like a men's locker room. They also show a quick shot of Miss Marvel's dad. It looks like he's getting arrested. He's probably gonna
what, they got Miss Marvel dad in here? Miss Marvel? Oh, because it's connected.
They also show a quick shot of Miss Marvel's dad. It looks like he's getting arrested. He's probably going to be representing him in something to do with Miss Marvel and during this TV show, setting up her appearance. We then get an insanely
I forgot Marvels, you know, they love connecting, you know, their shit. So yeah.
Awesome shot of a ton of different cowls, promising some very cool suits in this upcoming season. We see the yellow suit, of course, from She-Hulk, and we see the red cowl, but we see two others, one of which is the black cowl. That's the Shadowlands outfit. We hope that he wears that during the series. It's been that way for a while. It looks like we're going to get it. The other one is the White Hand of God costume, which is rather recent and obviously the exact opposite of the Shadowlands black costume. Now the next shot we got is our first look again at the villain underneath Kingpin, which probably is going to be the main villain of the first part of the series, and that's Muse. Now Muse has not lived that long in Marvel Publishing. He debuted in 2016 and was dead by March of 2018, but man, while he was around, he definitely packed a punch. As described by Marvel Wiki, quote, Muse was a mysterious, deranged artist whose gruesome work of art was discovered after he anonymously sent Vigilante Blindspot to the address of a warehouse in Washington Heights where he planted it. This work consisted of a mural painted with the blood from over 100 different missing people. Some weeks later, he defaced the mural and replaced it with the phrase, "You're only as good as your last performance," followed by a new address that directed the police to a vacant building. Inside one of the floors, Muse had planted corpses of 6 humans he had previously abducted, posing them with props as if they were performing mundane tasks. Okay, so before we go any further with this, because it actually has ties to the Mayor of New York storyline with what's going on with Kingpin, and we're going to talk about that. Can you guys see how this might go down in a couple of episodes and why this is going to be absolutely horrific? There's no way to dumb this villain down. Everything about him is the grotesque. Him performing art with people's blood and corpses is the main part of his character. That's what he's built around. There would be no other way to do this. So I'm just don't know if I'm more horrified or impressed that Marvel Studios decided to keep their promise of going all the way, and that this series is still going to have some of that actual visceral violence that we liked so much about those Netflix series. And as I mentioned briefly in the prologue, this is extremely promising for the Punisher series that's said to be in development for John Bernthal to come back. We can expect it to be as violent as the original series. And again, just to be clear, I don't really want violence for violence sake. I'm not a thrasher guy, but I want violence when it does the character justice as it applies to what we read in the comics, and that's just par for the course with characters.
I love violence.
Like Daredevil and Punisher. Now, eventually, from that same storyline, again, this is run between 2016 and 2018, following the election of Wilson Fisk, quote, as mayor of New York, which we expect to see in the series, he implements a strict anti-vigilante policy. You can obviously see where that's coming from. Kingpin gets in power and then goes, no, Daredevil, you're not going to do anything. That's what's going to be the motivation behind this. There is another vigilante as part of the story named Blindspot, but I'm not sure if Marvel's going to do that or just replace those parts of the storyline with Daredevil. It would make a little more sense. But on the back of this anti-vigilante policy being put in place, what ends up happening is that Muse, who's already caught at this point, breaks out of prison and decides to up the ante, vandalizing now public landmarks across Manhattan with giant-sized irremovable graffitis with basically symbols of other vigilantes and superheroes, and then slaughtering those vigilantes and adorning the graffiti with their bodies. Police actually intercept him while he's finishing a mural of the Punisher, and of course, Kingpin uses that against Punisher because, well, he's Kingpin. Now, I'm not going to finish the story because I'm going to let it play out however they choose to on the TV show. A couple of things I want to say. Number one, again, this guy's whole hook, pun totally intended, is that he kills people and then makes art out of their bodies, or what he thinks is art. It's completely grotesque, and I have no idea what we're going to see on Disney Plus, but obviously with Deadpool and Wolverine, it's been proven now at the box office and by critical and fan acclaim.
Yeah, it hit $1 billion.
That a rated R
$1 billion
and gory Thrasher style bloody movie, when it's right for the character, is what Marvel fans want to see.
That's what I'm saying. People, yeah, a lot of Marvel fans. You gotta realize, we gotta realize, you know, everybody grew up from Marvel. So everybody's like an adult now. Now you still got some people like, you know, still got kids watching, but you got adults now. Adults watching your shit. So yeah, you need more rated R movies like Deadpool and Echo and you know, yeah, those type of movies, you know, shows and movies, you know, because you got adults watching. No cap, adults is watching. But yeah,
if anything, they have more freedom to do this on Disney Plus than they do in a movie, so I am super excited for what this series is going to be like. Now, the trailer concludes Matt Murdock sitting at that same table in the restaurant with Wilson Fisk. There is an election poster in the background implying that he's either still on the campaign trail or he's already won the mayor of New York, and he basically says to Matt Murdock, then we understand each other on the back end of basically being like there is a line in the sand that we both have to cross when necessary, and pointing out that, you know, Daredevil has a darker side just like he does. It also has a ton of violence included in the trailer. Guys, I'm expecting the world of this series, knowing that Marvel wanted to stay so committed to making it an extension of the first Netflix series, which they have huge shoes to fill with many sort of missteps, pun totally intended, as they've had at Disney Plus. I'm really glad to see that they weren't going to allow this series to be a casualty as well. Quickly, the giveaway stuff. We're still doing a PS5 giveaway.
anyway, man, like it up, man. So my channel, let me know what y'all think. And comment down below. Let me know how y'all liking it, man. That's good. They went with this route, cause I heard like it was like some. It wasn't this. You feel me, man? But that's good. Kevin Feige put his foot down, and then what he did. You feel me? Made the movie out of this now. So they're gonna watch it though. I ain't really watching the Netflix show like that. I think I watched one episode or two. And that was it. But I'm definitely watch this show though. And yeah. So yeah, like it up. So let me know what y'all think. And yeah. Peace.